So let's go through these 7 steps real quick, and then we'll get on to some of the closing techniques. So why do we pre-qualify? Short answer is so we don't waste time. And the time that we don't want to waste is our time. Okay, I don't like to waste time. We don't have time to waste. Your life is made of time. You trade your time for money. You trade your life for money. I don't want to waste time with people that are not qualified. Okay, so far from your own personal perspective, you don't want to waste your time dealing with somebody who isn't interested, doesn't have the ability, where they're called tire kickers. You don't want to waste time with those. This is why we pre-qualify up front. And quite frankly, from a business, you don't want to waste somebody else's time either, taking them down a path on something they can't do because they can't afford it or because it's just not going to work for them. You're looking to create win-win deals. So you want to pre-qualify and make sure that the prospect matches your criteria up front before you get into a 20, 30, 40, 50 minute, hour and a half long presentation and close to get them where you want them to go. All right. So we always pre-qualify. And we talked about this a few minutes ago. The most important thing to do is to take control. Well, how do you take control? The way you take control is by asking questions. And the easy way to start asking questions very up front is to pre-qualify before you start explaining anything. I don't waste time talking to anybody about anything unless I've pre-qualified them. I do it in 2 minutes or less on every phone call. Any phone call you listen to with me, whether it's a buyer or seller, I don't care who it is, they're getting pre-qualified in the first 2 minutes because I don't want to waste time. Okay. You've got to value your time to the point that you do the exact same thing, right? Don't waste time because that's time that you could be spending on another deal, marketing another property, marketing another product, whatever type of other deals you guys are doing, spending time with your kids. Do not waste time. Pre-qualify 2 minutes or less from initial contact. Period. End of story. Don't do it any other way. No professional salesperson does. Okay. That's what you're going to have to do and have to master. The way you do that, by asking questions. Now, here's the thing. If you don't already have a pre-qualification script set up with the questions that you need answered to determine whether or not you have a prospective deal, my question to you would be, why not? Why are you even talking to prospects if you don't know how to pre-qualify them? You don't know what questions to ask. Stop what you're doing. Talk to your mentor, get a coach, do whatever it is. Take the time and determine the questions that need to be answered for the deal type that you're trying to close. And make sure those questions get asked in the first 2 minutes of the phone call or face-to-face. Always, always, always. Because if you don't, people will allow you to waste. They'll allow you to entertain them for an hour and a half on the phone. They have nothing better to do, right? Don't do that. It's a total waste of time. Don't do it. The reason I'm so adamant about that, I used to do it too. Okay. And I finally got to the point where, I'm not doing that anymore. I got to know in the first 2 minutes, is today payday or is it not payday? And if it's not payday today, is it payday sometime in the future? In which case I'll still keep talking to you. But if it's never going to be payday, we don't have anything to talk about. Okay. Because I got other people I need to be talking to. So you always have to pre-qualify the people. Don't want to waste time on pre-qualified prospects.